Well, hello.
One man's
Jared
trash
and
is
playing
another's
Skyrim.
treasure.
Now here we are in the frozen hearth,
Hi there.
Winterhold. As you'll notice, Future's now joined us.
No,
I
even
don't know where she
Randy
wanted off to, but I've given her a book. She was really happy about that.
Just keep an eye on the supply.
So let's
Short of his stock.
There's something
get
I'd
on
like
with
to
this, shall
talk to
we?
you about.
really
Have you got a minute?
okay.
There's something I'd like to talk to you about. Have you got a minute?
Don't worry. I'll play my part.
Tell me your thoughts.
I'm supposed to collect an eye of a saber cat, but that's not an ingredient. I mean, it's not like a flower you just pick. It seems we will have to track down a saber cat and kill it.
I'm
Well,
sure.
Unless you have a better idea, of course.
I'm sure they will track us down.
It's a fine tune.
I happen to have one even on me.
You
actually.
have? Oh, that's wonderful. I was so afraid I would have to go and kill a saber cat just to get that eye.
Well, how do you think I got it?
You hear all this talk about a war?
Right.
I hope it never comes here.
Now
Anytime.
What do you need, handsome?
we have to go find out about black books. So let's go outside and see if we can talk to somebody at the college. Because, well, hopefully they'll know. Nobody else seems to. Right. Oh, what are my keys? Oh dear. Just out of interest, do I actually have any ammo for my crossbow? No, but I got lots of ancient Nord arrows, so let's go on to that. Where are you? Still? Where are you? There you are. Missed.
Don't you even try that.
Where are you?
Why don't...
I am not afraid of you, dragon.
See if you get him in the wings then. Where are you? Leave them alone. Well, we're getting in because he's got a scorching effect. There's Dim. Whoop. Hold up. There we go. Charge! Get out of the way, folks. Yeah, I've got a present for
You're
you.
a dangerous bastard, aren't you?
You're quite creepy, that's odd.
Yeah. Yeah. Go on down, girls.
Strange.
Ooh, that looks painful. We'll just take those. Excellent. That's what we need. Bolts, more bolts.
You did it again. And I who thought killing dragons was difficult.
We killed a chicken. Let's go, girls. I noticed the mages didn't help.
There's something I'd like to talk to
Cross
you
the
about.
bridge at your own peril.
Got a minute?
The way is dangerous, and the gate will not open. You shall not gain entry.
Why not? I know where.
I am here
Why
to
are you out
assist
here?
those seeking the wisdom of the college. And if, in the process, my presence helps to deter those who might seek to do harm, so be it. The more important question is, why are you here?
Because I want to get in to ask him some
Perhaps.
questions.
But what is it you expect to find within?
No. I seek knowledge of the Elder Scrolls.
I see. That power certainly exists, I assure you.
Oh,
Wield it faithfully,
fuck.
and few can withstand you. It would seem that the college has what you seek. The question now is, what can you offer the college? Not just anyone is allowed inside. Those wishing to enter must show some degree of skill with magic. A small test, if you will.
Do I actually... Would you grant entry to the Dragonborn?
Dragonborn? It's been so long since we've had any contact with the Greybeards. Do you really have the voice? I would be most impressed to see that.
That can certainly be arranged, young lady.
So the stories are true.
We
You
just
are
covered that.
Dragonborn.
Yes.
Normally, you'd need to show some aptitude with one of the schools of magic. But you, I think there is much that we can learn from each other.
That's nice.
I think you'll be a superb addition to the college.
Thank you.
Welcome, apprentice.
I'm not
I'll
an
lead you
apprentice.
across the bridge.
All
Once
I
you're
want to
inside,
do,
you'll want
even
to
though I
speak with
misspoke
Mirabelle
myself,
Irvine,
is
our
find
master
out about
wizard.
the Elder Scrolls.
Please, follow me.
No,
Why is it always so cold?
you follow me. I
There
don't want
once
to
was
report
a
to her.
house called named Lydia the Fair, who always was eating and sitting on a chair.
Okay.
Why are you doing that?
Oh, don't get mad at me, Lydia. I'm only teasing you a little.
Huh?
Yes, honestly.
We're in here.
I
Can we get
actually
through the
quite
door?
admire it.
I want to go
If I would eat
talk
half
to
as
somebody.
much
I believe I've made myself rather clear.
house.
No,
Yes,
I don't want to talk to
But I
you.
can show you a few tricks.
Thank you.
Not now. I
Oh,
have
well,
many important
Maybe
things
later then.
concerns are not enough.
Who are you?
Enchanting services are one of the few things that keep us in touch with the rest of Skyrim.
Whistle. I'm not going to say that to him. He could probably wipe me out as though I was a bag. Who
Are
else
you
have we got
quite
here?
sure we want to be speaking? You are new here, are you not? We have not spoken.
No, we haven't.
Then allow me to introduce myself. I am Savos Arin, Archmage of the College of
You might better
Winterhold.
tell me about Elder Scrolls.
I am quite content to see nearly any aspect of magic explored and investigated
What's
here.
going on with your foot?
But I do not and will not approve of any research or experiments that cause purposeful harm to your fellow members of the college. Are we clear?
Fair enough. College history?
I've seen documents dating back to the late Second Era. Beyond that, it's hard to say. Events in the last several hundred years resulted in a significant loss of our history, I'm afraid.
You can't tell me anything, can you? You got a library?
Huh?
Whistle. No, not saying that.
Now, if you'll excuse me.
I will.
I guess that if anyone
Who
would
are
know
you?
what
Another
life
new
is,
apprentice, I
would
see.
someone
Are you of
No.
the sort that believe you're here to change the world? Or are you only in it for yourself? I assure you that I shall be watching all of you very closely.
Really? What your Thalmor? Of course you are. I'd like to know more.
Now that stability has been established between the
So
Dominion
I
and
can
the
kill
Empire,
you.
we seek only to help Skyrim, to guide its people through this time of
Yeah,
transition,
yeah, I've heard that
to
one
help
before
lead
too.
them to a better future.
Yes. You're an idiot.
I bet I could run
Why is it
faster than
always so
you.
cold?
If I really try, that is.
Yes. There had to be a library in here somewhere. Get out of the way, Lydia. Why do we have a ball of magic light above my head? Librarian.
The professors scatter all these books, and yet I'm the one they blame if they aren't back on the shelves.
What?
Everyone.
Oh, sorry.
Yes?
Tell me about the library.
The Arcanium is a very prestigious library, with many of its books going back to the Second Era. The more delicate tomes are kept under lock and key, but you're welcome to browse the outer collection at your leisure.
Bathe thoroughly to get this stench off me.
Can any of the books be bought?
Master Grosho has a list of books unfit for the collection. Frivolous works by academic standards, but still interesting reads. Talk to him if you want more information.
Okay, so he's the orc.
Beautiful too.
Make sure to put the books back in the right shelf.
This away, thank you. Now then.
My mom always says I should study more, but my father says
You
too
are
much
now in
reading
the
is bad for
Arcanium,
eyes.
of which I am in charge. It might as well be my own little plane of oblivion.
I like
Disrupt my Arcanium, and I will have you torn apart by angry Atronachs. Now, do you require assistance?
you. I do love that line. Wasn't I supposed to come here and ask about the Elder Scroll? Dragonborn. No. Hold of knowledge. Yes.
Fight well. I don't want to see you treating any of these books poorly. Are we clear?
This is quite an impressive
A
library.
mage is only as good as what he knows. I try to make sure as much knowledge is available as possible. We've been keeping this collection since the Second Era. Books have come and gone during that time, but it's mostly intact.
Elder Scrolls, Elder Scroll. I'm looking for an Elder Scroll.
The most well-known stronghold is Dushnik Yal.
No!
Here, I'll mark it down for you.
Damn it. I'm looking for an Elder
What do you
Scroll.
plan to do with it? Do you even know what you're asking about? Or are you just someone's errand boy?
I'm going to kill a dragon. Well, I actually don't know anything about them.
I knew it. Everyone comes in here expecting my help, but they don't even have the proper questions. An Elder Scroll is an instrument of immense knowledge and power. To read an Elder Scroll, a person must have the most rigorously trained mind, or else risk madness. Even so, the Divines usually take the reader's sight as a price.
That sounds like a big price. Alright, so do you have one that I could use, of course?
You think that even if I did have one here, I would let you see it? It would be kept under the
Dragon Ball.
highest security. The greatest thief in the world wouldn't be able to lay a finger on it.
Get this stench off me.
What about the dragon?
What about? Wait. Are you? Were you the one the Greybeards were calling? I'll bring
We heard about
everything
that.
we have on them. But it's not much. So don't get your hopes up. It's mostly lies, leavened with rumor and conjecture.
Fair enough.
If you're feeling adventurous, I'm always looking for someone to procure valuable books from some more dangerous locations.
Okay, I'm ready for some adventure.
Well, all right, here. I scribbled down the last place I'd heard about. Check it out, but be careful.
They're getting worse. Definitely
All right,
not
then.
that to an orc. So did he tell me anything about...
Why is it always so cold?
Did he give me a book maybe that I missed? You're adored. What do you care about the cold? What's this? Book. Invocation of Azura. Location Deepwater Redoubt. Okay. You didn't tell me about the Elder Scroll. What have you got? Yeah, Elder Scroll.
And what do you plan to do with it? Do you even know what you're asking about? Or are you just some...
Yes.
You think that even if I did have one here, I would let you see it? It would be kept under the highest security. The greatest
done
thief in the
this.
world wouldn't be able to lay a finger on it.
I need to find out what has told you.
I don't know who told you that, but I'll do what I can. What we do have are plenty of books.
Yes, I
I'll
know.
bring everything we have on them, but it's not much. So don't get your hopes up. It's mostly lies, leavened with rumor and conjecture.
Right.
Here you go. Try not to spill anything on them.
Right. Yeah, I'm not going to read this. Effects of the Elder Scrolls, you'll go blind. Now you can always pause the video if you want to read this. I'll just leave it over for a couple of seconds so you can always stop. Go on. There we go. So, Mr. Orc. Librarian Orc.
Hundreds. You need a book? You talk to me. Otherwise you're going to find
This
yourself
room
in a
book
lot
is
of pain.
incomprehensible.
A mage is only as good as what he knows.
Stop
We've
doing
been
that.
keeping this collection since the Second Era. Books have come in. As a matter of fact, there are. Have you ever heard of Shalador?
Stop it.
I don't care if you wrote it yourself. If you want a book from here, you go through me. Aye, that's the work of Septimus
Got you
Signus.
being a pain today.
He's the world's master of the nature of Elder Scrolls. But, well, he's been gone for a long while. Too long.
Too long?
Somewhere
Where
up
did he go?
north, in the ice fields.
Right.
He said he found some old Dwemer artifact, but well, that was years ago. Haven't heard from him since.
Okay. So, where do we have to go? Where do we have to go? North. He wasn't kidding either. How the hell do we get there? It looks like there might be a strip of land that leads out there. Let's... Oh, thank you for that.
Why is it always so cold?
Hungry, thirsty, and rested. Okay, so we shall have something to eat. We shall have some water. And I wonder, do they? I don't suppose they have any traders here, because, well, up in Skyrim. Should have stocked up on food in Winterhold while we were there. That is very pretty, I have to say.
is beautiful, but I can't.
Open Hall of Countenance. Pretty lights.
Restoration is a perfectly valid school of... You consider Restoration a valid school of magic, worthy of study, don't you? Don't you?
Of course, it's valid. Don't turn me
Good.
into anything.
Good. Not that I require validation, of course. There are just some, and I shan't name names, who would disagree.
Okay, fair enough.
It can make life difficult when one's colleagues fail to recognize the research one engages in.
Okay.
Well, no, not really. Not directly, I mean. But I know things are being said behind my back. Conversations cease when I enter rooms. I'm
Could be
quite
BO.
aware of what's going on here, and I will not stand for it. Spells and incantations for
crying
those
out
with
loud,
the
you
talent to cast them.
Thing. You got any food? No.
Mm-hmm.
What's up with this damn mouse today? Oh, I can take. Ooh. If you're gonna let me take it. Why did I take the plate?
Dum dee dee dum dee 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 dum 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 dee dee ding dee 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 dum.
Toftar's Alembic. No.
There's something I'd like to talk to you about. Have you got a minute?
Not right now, too
This
busy
land's tough and unforgiving,
stealing stuff.
but beautiful too.
Do I actually have anything I can disenchant? Make some room. Cortex robes, yes, why not?
Poor Alam at the Temple of Kinneret doesn't seem too happy over her marriage. I can understand her. Nassim is a jerk, don't you think so?
No. Don't know the man. Whoops. Sorry. Ooh, no.
You hear all this talk about a war? I hope it never comes here.
It already is here, lady. Haven't you noticed
You
the
know,
people
they say
battle?
knowledge is its own reward.
Let's go out here. There's the way out there. Nope. There.
Don't worry. I'll play my part.
I wonder if the librarian at Cyrodiil leaves all the cleaning duties to a single apprentice.
So, now we have to find Septimus Silver's right. You know what? I'm already freezing. I
It's
would
no
like
easy
to
thing
put
to
on
make a
something
living in the
warm
wilds
before
of
we
Skyrim.
continue.
Well, we're going back to the inn, you know. What are you doing there, horse? Hello, my horse. In the way again. let's go back to the inn. Have a night's sleep. Set off bright and early in the morning.
How about going for a ride?
No,
It
it's
doesn't
night
really
time
matter
and you're already
what.
whinging that it's cold. Why would we go for a ride?
Come on in. We got warm food, warm drinks, and warm beds.
Is there something I can do for you?
This
Well, isn't this a surprise?
If there's anything you need, just let me know.
Ranmir beg a drink from you yet? That's gold wasted, friend.
If I wanted to get yelled at, I'd be home.
See ya.
If you've business with the college. Sure thing.
Joins room.
It's yours for a day.
Okay.
Am I making your life more difficult?
I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
It's not that one, it's this one. Nope. It's this
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Yes, you to leave,
Fine
please.
tune.
Leave.
Does not.
Fine. We're going to sleep for 10 hours. Get up, have some breakfast, and